So how are you all doing on this wonderful Thursday night? Well, I'm doing great. I'm really great. Now I'm going to show you something here in a second. I'm trying to get my fingers out of the way. That right there. That business card. This fella here does all kinds of stuff. I mean all kinds of stuff. And over the summer, well, late summer, my mom and stepdad went down to Greensburg, where this fella's from, and they have a festival called Cow Days. Now, he had a booth set up with some of this right here. This is from him. Pure raw honey. I've done take the cap off, and I took me a small sip. Man, it's good. It's the best stuff I've had in years. And it's straight from his beehives. He has probably, when we went down the roadway, I want to say there was probably close to 30 beehives, and they're just scattered all amongst his property. And this is what he does as well, besides making knives. Now, on the back of his business card, it says pure and natural local honey, which that is right there. It says old-fashioned sorghum. He makes that as well. Genuine maple syrup. He got an outfit down there. He drains the nectar from the trees. Well, I call it nectar. It's this, the water part of the maple syrup. And he also does honey bee removal. So if you got any honeybees in your property and you're within the Greensburg area, or Taylor County, Greene County, somewhere down around there, you can call this feller, and his number is 270-299-6584, and his name is David, and he is a great feller. Now, other than the car over there, other than those two things right there, like I was saying earlier, he had a thing. Hello, kitty. He had a thing over the late summer during Cow Days. He had a multiple booths set up, and this is what I got. I got this earlier this afternoon. Everything is handmade. The leather sheath is stamped and hand sewn. Let me pop open this piece here. This handmade, hand forged, and sharpened and put together. That's actual stag, and the piece on the top is coral. It got carbon stainless butt and tang, and his name is stamped right. I don't know how good it's going to show up in the camera, but that's his name and business for making the knives right there. If you can't see it too well, I can't read it too good. Something Creek DRD handmade knife. But yeah, I mean, my mother during Cow Days was talking about it stuff, and since they're custom handmade, she knew that I'm big into knives, really big into knives, and I'm big into guns too, but more so knives. But she said she wanted this Christmas to basically for me, when we went down there, to pick out a knife, no matter what's within limits, and she said that she would buy me the knife for part of my Christmas. Well, part of it, but even though she said it's not for Christmas, but it is for Christmas. I know women can make no sense. But she said basically, say like 5-10 years down the road, she was to kick the bucket, every time I look at this, it'd be like, for me to think, hey, me and Mom went down, got this from Greensburg, such and such time before Christmas of 2019, and this way, I would have something that basically I could, be like a remembrance thing. Now, this one here, price tag still on it, was $185. And some of y'all thinking, man, it's crazy for a knife, which it is in a way, but it's handmade and everything. If you go on this fella here, this card here, if you go on Facebook and you type in that information, the Davis Family Farms from Greensburg, Kentucky. If you type that in Facebook, actually if you type in Davis Family Farms, then of course it'll pop up, a couple other things. But you look for Greensburg, Kentucky, and you click on that, and it'll take you straight to his link on Facebook where he does the honey and sorghum, all that kind of stuff. And then also on that page, there's another link. If you click onto it, it takes you to where he does all his knives and where he makes them. He goes into detail. It's crazy, but it's a great quality. Now, I'm not for sure if he ships his honey, but I do know that if you go to his page to buy a knife, I know he'll ship the knives. I imagine he'll ship honey just as much as anything he would a knife, but I don't know. I'm not going to say he will. I'm not going to say he won't. That would be something if you contact him on Facebook and say, hey, I saw such and such video somebody made of a knife that they bought from you on the 12th of December. He made a video talking about how good of work you done, all kinds of other stuff, blah 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 blah. Would you ship me a knife? And I imagine he will say yes. I can't say it exactly, but I imagine he will. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this honey, I've already popped the top on this. I've taken a sip. Man, it's great. It's the best I've ever had. And the stuff you buy in grocery stores ain't nothing compared to this. I mean, this is the real deal. I mean, you can't, of course, like I said, you go on his Facebook page where you're doing the honey stuff, he shows where he's, doing everything on it. And it's everything's up to date. And plus, on top of it, he got all kinds of video things where he's making the maple syrup and everything else as well. So go if you got Facebook, great. If you don't, I guess if you don't have Facebook, what I'll do is he has his email here, he has his address, and everything else. I will link all this information on his business card on the below part of the video, so that way if you, like I said, if you don't have Facebook, you can get the information on this here. Now here it says let's see, homegrown heroes. He's Kentucky proud, and he's also has I guess identification for the sweet sorghum that he makes. He got some kind of numbering here, so I'm assuming this is his ID for Kentucky Proud. And if you're not familiar with Kentucky Proud, basically Kentucky Proud boils down to people that grow their own products, or they make their own products, and it's kind of like a social club, but it's, in order to get it, you have to be, you have to make certain things and everything else. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll pass the information down into the description, and but yeah, it's great. I guess I'm done, and I will see y'all later.